Se mi sbaglio, mi corrigerete. Yeah, somebody laughs because that was the joke of the year 1978. It was Monday. Cardinals were in the consistory. They were voting for the new pope. 7 times black smoke, and finally came the white smoke. It was 6:18 p.m., 16th of October 1978. In less than half an hour, the Cardinal Protodeacon Pericles Felici announced the election of the new Pope, 264th Pope. Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum, habemus papam. We all know those classic phrases. Eminentissimum ac reverentissimum dominum cardinalem Carolum Wojtyła sibi nomen imposuvit Ioannis Pauli. So that was how the world came to know about the new Pope from Poland many years, many centuries after a non-Italian Pope. So Pope comes there at the balcony and he explained how hard it was for him to accept the election. And then he said these words. Okay, the Italians. Anche non se potrei spiegarmi bene nella la nostra lingua. That is how he started. So even if I am not able to explain myself so well in your, then he pulled back and said, in our language, se mi sbaglio, mi corrigerete. If I make a mistake, you may please correct me. But the beauty of his papacy was this. In saying that, he voluntarily made a mistake. It should have been the verb correggere, but he coined a new Italian verb there. Instead of correggere, he said corrigere, a word that did not exist and does not exist till now. That's what made the Italians laugh, and they accepted him wholeheartedly. And throughout his life, more than half a century, he did so many good things. I'm not going to explain those. When he was dying, today is the date he started his papacy. He was elected on the 16th of October and he started his ministry on the 22nd. So when he was dying, there were young people filling the piazza San Pietro with lighted candles, praying for the Pope. That is how he loved young people. He also instituted the World Youth Day. So he was in the heart of young people. So people were there, and after he died, they all shouted, Santo subito. So they were expecting him to become a saint without delay. And in less than 10 years, he died in 2005. In less than 10 years, in 2014, he became saint. So that is how saintly he was. When he died, there was big crowd every day to go to see him. So I was there at that time. I was completing my licentiate. So someone told me, you go early in the morning, you can beat the crowd. I went there early in the morning. I was there at 5 o'clock. Any idea when I was able to come out? 9? No. 4 o'clock in the evening. 11 hours I had to stay in line. No water, no eating, no toilet, nothing. And the worst of all, sorry to say about the Italians, smoke in public. Yeah. So that was terrible, but still I survived 11 hours and finally went to his side. Then, when I shared this in the college, they came up a new idea. I thought about trying it. I was such a daredevil at that time. So in the morning, next day, I go with the alb in my hand and I stroll over it. I knew Vatican well, so I went to the right door. I got in there, no lines, no security. I celebrated by his side. So I think that was the first miracle for me from John Paul II. So from such a struggle to get to him here without anything, just go there and was able to celebrate Mass. Today, we pray through his intercession because he is a person loved by the people and he is still in the hearts of people who know him well. Okay, that's about St. John Paul II. Since this, whatever I say, is going on air, I can't skip the homily. So that will be a bad report you will send to the bishop. So here it is, the homily. Okay, you'll have to bear with me. Yesterday I explained about how St. Paul put the Gentiles and the Jews on the same level. But today he puts them in two different sections. The Gentiles, they missed out 5 things. They were without Christ, outside the community of Israel, strangers to the covenant, without hope, and without God. And so, in the Jerusalem temple, there was a section reserved to the Gentiles. There was a wall that would separate the people of the Gentiles from the chosen people. And Paul says, Jesus crushed down the wall that separated the Jews from the Gentiles. Through his body, that is, through his sacrifice on the cross, he eliminated the separation, and all are made God's children. No differences. So this is a reminder for us too. If at all we have created walls in our lives, before persons or between persons, it is time to crush them down. Yeah, we pray.